Greetings, MFL Year 3, Year 33 members. It's a little early for me, I guess, but we are ready for round two, phase one. And there are a lot of different players. I think there were only a couple of players with two bids on them, and the rest are all just one. So there is always the chance that I have omitted something or that I have um, made an error in some way. I would, just real quick, speaking of errors, point out make sure you put the minimum possible bid at least on a player. And if you're rounding at all, so like if they got a 10% raise and that gave them like a 5.2 raise, then you have to give them 6. We always round up. And honestly, in the past, I've always made an adjustment for that rounding up. From what I've seen this year, I don't think it's going to be that big a deal. We may not have to worry about adjustments for rounding and stuff like that, really. With 559 points, man, there starts to be a little bit of a minutia involved, when it comes to just a few points. So I think in the long run, just make sure you round up. So I had one bid that I did have to bump up 1 point, and I texted that person. But it's, in case, again, I missed it or something, or if you see on your team where somebody did not bid enough on a player or something like that, make sure you let me know. I fully expect that at some point I'll miss something. I've been selling comic books lately, and so I've been barely busy, even though I said I wasn't going to be that busy. So anyway, here is the recap. I also had somebody, by the way, tell me they were not able to get into Google Docs. So maybe this video update helps, because if you can't get in the doc, at least you can watch the video. But if you need me to put together a Excel spreadsheet, or if you need me to put together a Microsoft Word document instead of Google Docs, shoot me a note, let me know. I can email an attachment, or I'll figure it out. My technical skills have gotten better lately, that's for sure, as it relates to trying to get technology to cooperate for us. Anyway, I need a sip of coffee because I can't get the morning sinus stuff going here. All right. So let me go through these real quick. Roschon Johnson, currently on the Knights, bid 6 points by Houston. I believe the Knights have several that they need to worry about here. Marvin Mims on the Knights, 10 points by Kansas City. And maybe that's the only two then. Devon Achane, 60 points by San Antonio. I thought there was another one out there somewhere. So Knights have 3 players they need to worry about. Ladd McConkey on the Law Dogs, 64 points by Hoopton, but also a 50-point bid by Tulsa. So just be aware of that. I feel like Law Dogs had a couple of more too here, but maybe not. Yeah, Leavenworth. Cortland Sutton, 40 points by the CDs. And George Pickens, 55 points by the Knights. Lots of wide receivers there for the Law Dogs. So I'm kind of seeing now, as I type this, I'm not real consistent on whether or not I call the teams by their mascot or by their location. So if that causes you confusion too, just know that goes both ways. The Coyotes, Ricky Pearsall, 21 points by Hoopton. Jalen Hurts, 125 points by the Knights. DeAndre Swift, 34 points by Leavenworth. That might cover West Canaan Coyotes there. Looks like Hoopton has got to worry about Jared Goff, and that may be it. Not much there on Hoopton, so I actually did not submit my match or not match before I started this video, but I will do so before I post this video. That's for sure. Just for Toledo's sake. Let me see here. James Cook for Tulsa, 50 points by Toledo. And that Zach Charbonnet, 7 points by Cleveland. I think that's the only couple for Tulsa. Kansas City needs to worry about a couple of people here. This would be the ass kickers, for those who don't know. T. Higgins, 45 points by Toledo. And actually, that may be the only one for them, from what I can tell. Cleveland needs to worry about Alvin Kamara, 60 points by the Knights. And that may be it for Cleveland. Army, once again, the team that spent the most money, has to worry about a few more players here. Justin Fields, 44 points by Tulsa. Also a secondary bid there by Leavenworth. DK Metcalf, 45 points from West Canaan. For sure. And then I can just tell you, just based off the top of my head here, I don't know that they've got enough for both of those. So that again is going to be a tough decision for Army. The CDs need to worry about Jonnu Smith, 10 points by Leavenworth, and that may be the only one that the CDs need to worry about, from what I can tell. Toledo needs to worry about Bryce Young, 30 points by Tulsa. Toledo needs to worry about Khalil Shakur, who I probably misspelled as I'm noticing here, 10 points by West Canaan. Mike Evans, 52 points by San Antonio. So there's a few players for Toledo to worry about. Let me see here. San Antonio needs to worry about Tyler Algier, 7 points by Cleveland. And that might cover it as far as the people who need to worry about this phase, if you will. Once again, I would expect by sometime this afternoon, this evening, sometime we can get phase 2 done here. And then we can get our bids turned in, hopefully, by the end of the day tomorrow, or even by, earlier than end of day tomorrow. Again, Friday morning, I'm leaving town. My mom's having her 85th birthday. I'm going to zip in and see her real quick, and then I'm going to have to zip right back. So I don't know that I'll get a chance to see everybody. But we're going to go surprise Mom for her birthday. And again, I'm not sure exactly what my access is going to be, especially if I'm driving, about 20 hours or so this weekend. So be aware. I think that covers it. I'll try not to ramble too much. If you guys have any questions or problems, make sure you let me know. And if we get through this phase 2 part here pretty quick, I'll get that update out and we'll start our rebid process. All right. Again, everybody stay safe out there. And so far, so good.